Anchor has finally dropped their newest product, the ANCOREX. I was able to test it, see it at Home Gym Con, and now it's in Luke's Garage Gym, and I am stoked to share with you guys their newest design that they've been testing for over 3 years. This thing looks like a freaking tank on this upright. I cannot wait to share you guys my thoughts, and I hope you guys enjoy. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you a first look of the ANCOREX from Anchor. If you guys find this video helpful, I will have on luke'sgaragegym.com, I have my link and I have a code that you guys can use at checkout to save some money through Anchor. Supports the page and also supports Anchor, the small business. I also just started a Discord. Yes, a Discord. It's free to you guys to join, and all it is where come to me, you can ask me questions. I can help you on your equipment needs. You know, I'm thinking that there's enough interest coming in there that I can do more live streams, you know, talking about like new products I get in like this. You know, I can answer your questions in real time, and it's free to you guys. I don't ever expect to have any memberships, anything like that, because, you know, I thought about it for the longest time, and it's expensive, and I want to give you guys free advice. You know, I'm going to try to use it every day to get to just help you guys in your home gym needs. So it'll be linked in the description. It'll be on my website. It'll be in the comments too. And I appreciate you guys supporting Luke's Garage Gym. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Guys, I am so excited to announce that your boy is the first of its kind to have this beast, ANCOREX, in a home gym setting. And my goodness, look at this thing. It's a giant grenade on an upright. A freaking beast. When I'll tell you first thing, so unboxing, when I got the box on the front porch, I picked it up. I was like, man, your boy might need to do some more biceps. It was freaking heavy. Well, obviously it makes sense. You know, this thing, you know, the size of this thing and the durability aspect of this thing, it makes sense when you look at it. The packaging, let me tell you right now, guys, they did an excellent job. It was encased with styrofoam. You know, the box is intact. A beautiful job. You know, this is a premium product. So Anchor, I love that they took really good care of that, getting it to my house and getting it to my gym. The unboxing was very seamless. Milo was very helpful as well in the unboxing process. And then when I took it out and I saw this, I'm like, Jesus, dude, this is huge. This is crazy. I've been doing, God, me and Anchor have been working together for over a year. Mike actually came to the gym. The nicest human being, the greatest people on the planet. That is the true definition of just someone who cares about you, the customer, because they're trying to create premium products for the home gym, commercial gym, personal studios. And this product has been in the woodworks for over 3 years. So proud of these guys for continuing to innovate, and also great job, like I said, with the unboxing. Now, when it comes to assembling this beast, honestly, it's very, very seamless. First of all, this obviously was just, it came in its own separate section here. It was all intact like this. And then what I had to do was assemble the sliding mount. So the great thing about Anchor is they give you different options for how you want to mount this. Personally, if you have a squat rack, you have an upright like this, that you're able to do this. So this is actually a 3x3 1-inch hole upright. I had a cross member here and this here, and I just drilled it into the wall. And then the sliding mount, which we'll get more in depth in a little bit, but they sent me the sliding mount. It's really simple to put on. You just take off these rollers with these your bolts here, and then you would just bolt it back on with the rollers, and then these little red pieces in the back you had to take off. As a dummy like me, it's funny, when Mike came here, we were talking about this because I hate tools. I do, but you know, I've gotten a lot better at it. And he agreed that even for him, it did not take very long. Probably took me like 10 minutes to get the sliding mount on. And then what I did, guys, is I got some silicone spray and I sprayed it around the rollers. So that's a lot more seamless to roll up and down on this, on your upright. Because I noticed it was a little dry when it came out of the package, which makes sense. Any equipment I ever get, it's, you know, you got to spray it up just to make sure that it's a more smooth process. But after I did that, dude, it was pretty freaking smooth. So just let's kind of focus on real quick the sliding mount. Watch this, guys. So say I want to let go, stays. If I wanted to drop it down, stays. I wanted to bring it up with one hand, stays. Now, obviously, we don't have the product on here, but I think this is a really innovative idea for people in the home gym wanting to utilize something more like this, because I personally enjoy this, you know, but you can obviously get this the rack mounted one, but this is a cool innovation. So after I got it unboxed, after I got this up here, then the next part was trying to get this freaking beast and slide it on to this front mount here to start training. So if you can see on the back how this looks, it's got that divot here. So then you just got to do is find exactly the divot, and then it just goes right in like so. Honestly, that's like the third time I've actually taken that off. A lot faster than I thought. It takes a little bit of trial and error because it's a heavy unit. It is, but it's freaking durable. I feel like I could, you know, punch this thing, kick it, smack it, and it's not going anywhere. This is all a mechanical design. All right, so key specs of this, guys. Let's get to know more about this unit. Again, I've only had this for about a week and a half, so this is a first look. Tons of reviews of this coming out, guys, so stay tuned. The first thing that stands out about this is the resistance range, because you know that with your traditional anchor that I have right up here. I could take this off actually real quick, just kind of show you guys a different product placement. You know, this is the anchor right here that I have with the Darko mount, and essentially how this is already different is because this can go up to 80 pounds from 5 to 80, whereas this, you know, you can get up to about 60. So you get, you know, extra over 20 pounds or so of resistance, which I think makes a difference for, you know, unilateral movements, especially for pulls. So here's how it works, guys. It's this easy. Got your dial here. It says the pounds where it's at. It spins 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and then 80. It's clicking around to wherever you want it to go. And honestly, why I like this design just a little bit better than the ANCORE Pro is because obviously it's like your cubes you got to take on and off. With this, it's just your spin dial, which is a lot more seamless if you're doing a superset to go from, let's say you're at 50 and you wanted to drop down to 30. It takes literally a second, whereas, you know, with the anchor, you got to slide it off, throw it down, put it on, which it doesn't take that long, but kind of got to get used to it. Whereas with this dial, it's freaking seamless, dude, which is a win. Now, some of these things I did a little bit of study on because, again, English teacher, not a mechanical engineer. Some more key technology to talk to Mike about is the proprietary drivetrain and the nitrogen air spring technology that is inside of this unit. So the engineers behind this, you know, they took a lot of time to figure out how exactly to get this thing to work so that it's durable, it's versatile, it's functional, it's something that could last you generations. Like when I was talking to Mike on the phone about this, he's like, this is a product that I want to pass down to my kids, and it's super easy for them to put on the rack and use because it's mechanical and it uses those, like I said, that drivetrain, the nitrogen spring technology. It's got this dial system down here, which you think about mechanical over digital. You know, digital, you just don't really know in 10 years, is the company going to be around? Is it going to be, you know, is it going to be usable because you can't update it? But with this, mechanics like this, it's really hard for this to break, you know. But the thing is, on their website, you can obviously, you know, replace things. It's, you know, it's very simple. Customer service as well is always there, and they've been around for a long time. And I honestly think they're a brand that's going to be around for a long time as well, because they're just good people, good products, and good customer service. Now, another feature of this that I think stands out, guys, is the rollers on this. So this actually has a 6-way roller system, kind of to make it in easier terms, especially for me, you could see that in the traditional ANCORE Pro, you know, you have your 2 rollers here, and that's how your cable rolls. But you notice now on the side, it has a roller on the side, so I could pull over here, I could pull over here, and you're not gonna wear this cable, which is incredible because I think of it as, you know, depending on where you're training, at home or a commercial gym or training people, you might have someone right here and you can't come over here and train. And even if you're right here, your elbow is gonna hit them, don't matter. You can come over here and pull it and it's not gonna wear on the cable, which I think is a excellent design of this product. And this dial system, chef's kiss. It's my 2 favorite things of this product so far after having it for a week and a half. Now we gotta talk about more is this glided mount here, guys. So if you didn't watch my home gym con video where I got to see this in person, why this locking system of this mount is very, very innovative. It's because if I wanted just to let go, it locks into place. So the technology of this features a unique way of a mechanism inside here. Again, English teacher. It's crazy. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I wanna let go, it stays. Which goes to show that there is so much thought behind this. Because I mean, I kind of understand it too, because there's been times where I forgot to freaking pin the trolley system into my upright, and I'm going to pull, and boom, crash and burn that freaking trolley, and hope to God it doesn't break my shin and just completely destroy that trolley system. But with this anchor locking system mount, you let go, you never have to worry about it. It's gonna stay in place. Now I had some questions about how heavy it is. Going down, it's freaking smooth. Now I do just kind of use a hand here just to, honestly I have very little pressure here. And I just glide it up and let go. But if I were just to do one hand, easy. If I were just to let go right here, if I wanted to go with one hand up, it's definitely, it's a lot heavier. So I do recommend that you just gently just use one hand, which is fine, because you can see that I was freaking moving my upright here, you know, trying to put a lot of pressure with it. But going down, easy, you can let go, but I would do suggest, you know, just grab a hand right here and just kind of glide it up, which is, you know, it's not a big deal. And it's anybody out there from beginner to advanced easily can shift this up and down with no issues. Now, one thing about this that is definitely a bonus, especially for the athletes out there who are interested in something like this, is the cable length. This has about 10 feet of cable. So, I mean, I'll just go right over your guys' heads, and I'm literally way out of the frame. You can even see the cable, and I still have plenty of space. I'm halfway on the other side of the wall, and I still have plenty of cable travel. You know, why is that important? Well, explosive movements, you know, dynamic movements for your athletes or your personal trainers or rehab. It's nice to be able to have that cable travel so that you're able to do those different movements, which is great because it would suck, dude. Imagine this is all the cable travel you had. You're very limited on what you can do with it. So having that cable length makes it so that you can do anything possible with a system like this, which honestly is a huge win. Now, how's the experience? How's the cable feel? It's the same thing as the ANCORE Pro. It's smooth, you know, consistent feel throughout the movement. You know, like the eccentric to concentric feels the exact same. You know, if I were, you know, pushing all the way out, you know, I feel about 20 pounds as I'm pushing back in. I feel it, you know. Usually I don't start to feel the weight until probably 6 inches of cable is sticking out, and then about right here is where I start to feel it, and I feel it all the way up and then all the way back till about right there, and then it's done. So I guess, like I said, about 6 inches of cable comes out, and then you start to feel the entire amount of resistance all the way up and down into the movement. Very smooth, same thing as the ANCORE, a consistent 1-to-1 ratio feel with this product too. Now, only having this for a week and a half, you know, I haven't done a lot with this, but I've done 3 full body workouts with it so far. So when I say full body, mainly just upper body, just currently right now. Again, a lot more to test with this, but what I've done so far, obviously mainly just unilateral movements, like a one arm row, single arm curl, tricep extension. I actually got my Rit Fit curl bar. I did some curls, and honestly, just like the main things of arms, I did actually a single arm shoulder press and a chest press. What makes this stand out is, dude, I was trying to go to even 70 for, just a one arm row, and I can't freaking do it. I mean, that's pretty powerful athletic move, but realistically, I feel like my reps suck. If I wanted to even go to 80 here. I mean, I could probably get 5 or 6 reps, but I feel like my reps aren't very good, and I feel like the mind-muscle connection sucks. Why does that matter? Well, just because from my perspective, working out for 20 years, this product, I'm not maxing it out. I can continue to progressively overload in my movements. So honestly, I prefer going to about 55, and it feels smooth, dude. Also, these track handles, guys, I got on my website now. If you wanted to check these out, click the link and buy, because, dude, these things are freaking awesome. Simple plug, incredible. But that's the thing about this I really like, that I'm able to not have to do as much weight unilaterally to get a good mind-muscle connection. And let me tell you one thing that I like about this is the supersets. So let's say real quick, live view, if I wanted to get a little fancy here and do tricep extension. Oh, that's way too freaking heavy. All right, 35. And just do 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I wanted to go fancy. Drop it down. Come over here to the side. And do 1, 2, 4. And if I wanted to go the other arm, just drop it up real quick. And then just do the same. 2, 3, 4, 5. And drop it. Drop it actually a little bit lower. And do 5, 2, 3, 4. That was probably, I would love to know how long that took. Like probably a little over under a minute. How easily you're able to push this up and down the rack with the sliding mount and the dial system to get a really good pump, especially for the supersets, for these unilateral movements, which is, dude, a very cool experience. I want to wrap this up with my initial thoughts, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you think of this beast here from Anchor and their ANCOREX. So I hope you enjoyed this first look of Anchor and their ANCOREX. If you feel like this is a good product for you, use my code and my link on lukesgarage.com. Again, this is a premium product. Price tag over $1,000. You guys have to know that, Anchor already, their original Anchor Pros were a little over $600 for one unit. And something like this that's so large and freaking beefy and built like a tank, it comes with a price. And there's a lot of videos we can do to talk about price, functionality, versatility. Is it a right fit for a home gym? You can even get Mike back out here, put him on the hot seat to talk about this more. You guys have to let me know what you guys think, and check out the video of him coming here with Anchor. I can't wait to make more videos on this. I understand it's expensive, but I know Mike, I know the company, I know the people. I just really believe in them. I love them, and I want to continue to make a lot of just testing videos, talking about it, and giving you guys opinions on something like this, because I know these type of systems are popular in the home gym, and there's people out there with that type of income that could look into something like this, and I want to continue to give you honest feedback on it. Right now I can't really say a whole lot besides the fact that it's freaking huge and the movements felt good, but I know it's expensive. I understand that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I cannot wait to bring you guys more content soon with this product from Anchor on Luke's Garage Gym. Luke, Luke's Garage Gym. See you guys later.